What's up, peoples? It's Gendo here, and welcome back to the Basque Boys. As always, if you are still enjoying the series, please do go and drop a like. And today, it's quarterfinal day, taking on PSG. And not only that, but just take a look at the stretch run that we got going in and around the PSG matches. We got Sociedad in between, and then Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid after that. I'm getting bullhammered at this stretch, to be honest with you. This is a tough stretch of 5 matches. But you know what? I shouldn't be mad, because if I want to prove that my team is the best in the world, I need to relish these stretch runs. And we should be going out and try to win every single one of these matches. It's probably not going to happen, but I should be up for the challenge. But before we get into the PSG matches, we got to go over how we fared in the league thus far. 7 points, undefeated, looks pretty solid, but a little bit of a sketch 1-1 draw here versus Espanyol. Yes, Villalibre getting the goal in the 10th minute, but the defense just decided to shut down. Not just after that goal, but for pretty much the entirety of the game. We got bodied in this match, and we were very lucky to come away with the 1-1 draw here. Outside of that, though, surrounded by a pair of shutouts, a 4-0 victory over Betis at home with 4 different goal scorers in there. And then against Numancia, of course, you expect this to be a win versus Numancia, 3-0 with Marino and Muniain getting goals. So after those results, we're still in second place, still looking up at Real Madrid, who are now 6 points ahead of us. Barcelona closing the gap 5 points behind us now, and going into the stretch run, it's going to be a little bit difficult because we really need to get wins, at the very least get some results to keep our second place spot. So gotta be on the lookout for that after this episode. Villalibre still top goal scorer in the league at 26. Let's see if he can break 30 before the season is over. Like I said, we still got 7 matches left to go. I think he can get 4 goals in 7, don't you think? Right, and now it is time to go up against this vaunted PSG team. And as I showed in the end of the last episode, they have a pretty stacked lineup. They got Origi sitting up top, Pulisic and De Bruyne out on the wings. They had Gilson, and who is that? Quasi Apia, a regen, and I'll show you how good he is. Yeah, it's almost not fair how good these PSG regens are. They are absolutely blowing my mind. Number 15 there, Renato Sanchez there, sitting in the defensive mid role. They have Granado, Casario, Marquinhos, and Heisai. Heisai, honestly, I've never heard of you. El said Heisai. And they got Ter Stegen, big Ter Stegen sitting in net. This is going to hurt. And I'm not going to mince words about it. This is going to hurt, because they are probably the biggest team in this tournament and quite possibly could make the run towards the final. And with that being said, this is the lineup that we're going to use. We're at home today. We're coming out with a 4-3-3 of our own. We're going to have Kepa in net, Leque, Laporte, Martinez, and Azpilicueta along the back line. Switch those 2 roles up, to be honest with you. Garcia is going to be our defensive mid. Herrera, Marino are going to be our center mids. On the wings, we got Williams, Muniain sitting up top. It's Villalibre. Boys, you know what you got to do. It's the big bad boys from PSG. So let's go kick off and see what happens, and hope that we can at least get a goal. And I really, really wanted this year to be the year, understanding that, yes, there was going to be a lot of big teams in the tournament. Just didn't think that we would have gone up against PSG. Hell, I would have taken Spurs at this point in time. I would have taken a Manchester United. But just looking at PSG's team, they are insane. Good thing to note, though, is that there's been no highlights, no shots at all within the first half hour. We've had 58% of the ball. That's great. It's great that we're getting the possession, but now let's turn it into something on the other end. And so far, we're in a feeling out period. Oh, what a great shot from Origi, but Kepa there with 2 great saves. Pulisic with a great corner in, and now it's De Bruyne on the corners. We can just clear it out, clear the danger. Hasn't really been properly cleared, though. De Bruyne with the ball to Marquinhos. Oh, what a great clearance from Marino. There we go. And I was about to say that was going to be the first and only highlight all half, but we got ourselves an attacking chance. 1 minute stoppage time on the clock. Villalibre hitting the crossbar. What a great chance. He went around 2 defenders, ends up smacking the crossbar a few inches shorter. That would have been a goal, and what a wonderful goal it would have been too. But as it stands right now, we are just hanging on. At this point in time, we are just hanging on with all this possession, 4 shots aside. Really, I don't want to switch this up because, yeah, we've been managing so far. We've been managing to stay level with PSG, and I feel if I change it up right now, it's all going to go belly up. 63 minutes on now, we got ourselves another highlight of Quasi-Appia losing the ball to Marino to Villa Libre. I just subbed on Shabby as he gets the ball, bringing it up the wing. The red shirts are bombing forward. It goes to Marino. There we go. Yes. All right, we got ourselves a goal. What a great cross in from Shabby, since Iñaki Williams really wasn't doing much of anything. And we got a lead, boys. Let's take a look at this again. Shabby running down the wings as you do, as you should do. Taking 2 men on and gets inside of Marino, the shortest angle. I'm surprised that it wasn't blocked away. I'm surprised it wasn't cleared away, and Ter Stegen only getting a hand to it. Oh, we got extremely lucky there. And Villa Libre has just picked up an injury. What are they saying it is? Potential head injury. Okay, it better not be anything substantial or major. Maybe it's going to be a facial injury. I think the other one I could think of is like a bruised head, but it's orange, so it's not like I gotta sub him out, so it's not like broken jaw or dislocated jaw or anything like that. But there has not been a lot of highlights in this match. 1 minute of stoppage time left on the clock, and we are deep within the PSG area. We just need to take care of the ball. Nice cross in, but Ter Stegen is right there. And they don't even show what amount of stoppage time is left. There probably is going to be like 3 minutes of stoppage, and we got to really close down PSG and not let them get that all-important away goal. We're still going forward with it. Garcia to Linton Jr. to Villa Libre. Gets around 1 defender. Gets around 2. Oh, Villa Libre, bruised head and all. Makes it 2-0 to the club. What a goal. Shooting around 2 men. Opposite side, and this is what I keep talking about. He's got the leg strength to shoot across his body with such power and force that the goalkeeper's not going to be able to get there. Look at that, into the far post, and it's going to be 2-0 to the club, and could very well be 2-0 going into Paris. If they get that all-important away goal, it's going to be absolutely devastating, and as Azpilicueta has just gone through, man, he's already on a yellow. We are going to miss a key part of our squad going into the second leg. Azpilicueta is going to be suspended for that match. Not good. Ousmane Dembele gets it inside. Corner kick, I believe, will be the last kick of the game. Nope, they're going to whistle it full time. 2-0 to Athletic Club at home, when I was just hoping for a draw. I really was just hoping for a draw, but we come out, we do the business versus PSG. Yes, the second leg is going to miss a couple key figures, Azpilicueta being one, and hopefully Villa Libre plays. Otherwise, Villa Libre is going to be the second casualty of this match. But hey, a 2-0 victory, boys. And I'm just going to tell everyone, I'm proud of your performances. Let's see if we can do that against PSG in Paris. Real Sociedad, we got our rivals in between these two, and I'm going to need to put out a rotated side, and we'll get a recap of that match in just a second, while I try and figure out what I'm going to have to do for this second leg versus PSG. Right, so this is exactly what I get for throwing out a completely rotated side. Barring a couple of players, I get completely thrashed. 4-0 is the loss to Real Sociedad, and to be honest with you, nobody had a good day. The only player above average was Mikel Inchausti, and he was playing out of position in a centerman role instead of his attacking mid role. I went with the 4-3-3 for this one as well. And yeah, as you can see, just no cohesion, no sort of semblance of attacking whatsoever. We had 6 shots, but really they were just snatching at chances. It was a complete demolition job, and yeah, I take the full blame on this one. The only upside to this is that nobody got injured. That is the only upside I'm taking away from this match going into the second leg versus PSG. Right, it is now go time for the second leg of this Champions League quarterfinal, and just taking a look up and down the PSG lineup, they have made 0 changes in their lineup. Of course, we have been forced to make a couple of changes, but taking a look at the other results from around the Champions League, it looks like Real Madrid was able to get past Barcelona on away goals, Man City getting past Inter Milan, and Manchester United and Spurs played later on today. So, that being said, 4-3-3 versus 4-3-3. Kepa is going to be in net, as you do. Leque Martinez Laporte, and young Andres Munoz is getting his first ever full first team start in a quarterfinal of a Champions League second leg. He's 19 years old. But really, I have no other option. I have no other option to put at that left back side, and he does look kind of decent, but is he Champions League decent is what I'm getting at. And the answer is probably no, but hey, we can only wait and see. He's got a 7.72 average rating in the under-19s league this year. So he's doing something right, at least to show me that he is somewhat capable. Outside of that, everybody else remains the same, except Linton Jr. is coming on for Ander Herrera. Outside, that's it. That's really it. Let's go out there. Let's see if we can do the business in the second leg. And it's all about closing PSG down, like we did in the first leg. See if we can do it, and see if we can advance. So let's go kick off and see what happens. So as we kick off, all we need to do is just control this match. That's what we need to do, just like we did in the first leg. Though already 3 minutes in, and PSG are absolutely storming us. De Bruyne out inside to Pulisic. It's Pulisic. It's always going to be Pulisic. It just seems like the young American is way too overpowered. Not that I'm going to be mad about that or anything, because, you know, he's American and could definitely help out the national team, but when he's doing it against me, it's a bit annoying. And 3 minutes in, PSG finally get themselves their first goal this tie. And now just 5 minutes later, here they come again. Pulisic inside Origi. It's a good save from Kepa, but it's back inside. Just clear the ball out, boys. PSG have been storming us within these first 10 minutes, looking for that opening goal. And they did. They got that opening goal. They were mad that they didn't score in the first leg. Can you tell? And while PSG has been getting all of the ball and all of the shots, we are just sitting here just watching them blue shirts go by. I mean, there really hasn't been much of anything for us on our end. Except for right here, Muniain getting a corner in. Oh, what a great pass from Marino to Laporte, and Aymeric Laporte plowing it into the back of the nets, and we got ourselves that all-important away goal. 1-1 on the day, 3-1 on aggregate. Let's take a look at this again. Marino rises highest, Laporte just onside. I say just onside. They had two guys marking the post, so he was always going to be onside, but we got that away goal, boys. And I'm glad that somebody got the goal, because Villa Libre is not doing much of anything up there. Muniain also looking very lackluster. I don't care. At this point in time, I'm very happy with how things are going. We got ourselves a goal. We got ourselves an away goal to build on. Now we just need closing down for the next 45 minutes, and we're through to the semifinals, which will have been the furthest that we've ever gotten in this competition. If you remember, about 4 seasons ago, we got all the way to the semifinals of the Champions League, only to get knocked out by Barcelona. But we shouldn't be looking at that right now. We need to be focused solely on this match. It's a good interception by Muniain. Gets it out to Iñaki Williams. He's got the pace. He can get around his defender. You need to do better with your cross, though, my man. And in his debut, Andres Munoz looking a little lackluster. But when you're 19 years old and you're playing against PSG in a Champions League match, you're not going to have the best of time. It's good that he's holding his own, but he does show that he still needs a lot of room for growth. Now we got 17 minutes left to go now. Munoz through to Muniain. Long ball up over the top. We'll try to get it up over the top to Iñaki. Can't really reach the mark. And out to ball out to Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne in the box. Laporte right there with the save. And the clearance just doesn't reach the mark. It's PSG once again. They're just jumping all over the ball. They're coming all over with this attack. It's inside. It's Pulisic again. Pulisic makes it 2 to PSG. We still hold the advantage, which is good. At this point in time, PSG need to score 4 if they want to win. It would probably be for the better to start subbing people out like Andres Munoz, so we're going to sub him out for Uhia. And then outside of that, Inigo Martinez has been having a shocker on defense. He's been not having the best of times. So what we're going to do is we're going to clear the ball out to the flanks. More direct passing. We're going to go into what I like to call defensive counter mode, where we drop everybody back and then we just spray the ball out from our back line. Just get it out and out to the wings too, so they're not really that much of a threat. Like I said, PSG need 2 goals, and I don't think they're going to get 2 goals in 2 minutes. I say that, and they got themselves an attacking chance. Apia to Gilson. What a goal. Oh, I'm not going to lie. That was a spectacular goal. Gilson, a regen, has just knotted the tie up at 3 apiece. But like I said, it's advantage us because of the away goal. Gilson, curler, just outside of Kepa's reach. As the clock ticks over to the 90, there's 2 minutes of stoppage time. And we've gone well past that. One final kick for PSG. It's cleared away. Pulisic, they still have it. They can still go after it. Garcia with the clearance. Yes! And just like that, we get ourselves through to a Champions League semifinal. It was really, really special. It really wasn't a good day on the day, but if you look at the performance, we deserve this because we got the away goal, and we are going to see ourselves through to a Champions League semifinal. Let's go! It really did suck that Andres Munoz didn't really have the best of times, but he was just providing cover for Azpilicueta. That's all it was. Villalibre, like I said, he had himself a gashed head. We'll just use the doctor. He'll be out for 2 days. No worries about that. We get 6.5 million euros after we advance to the semifinals. Now, the big question is, who are we going to be facing? So it's time for the semifinal draw, and the final 4 teams left in this competition are us, Manchester United, Manchester City, and Real Madrid. Wouldn't you know it, it's probably going to be a Manchester derby on one side and an All-Spain final on the other. I could just feel it. I could just feel it. It's going to go that way because that's how FM likes to do draws. Personally, I'd like to face off against one of the Manchester teams. Maybe Manchester United because they look not quite as good as Manchester City based off of their roster. But, well, let's see what the magic of the draw is going to have us play. Yep, figured. I figured it was going to be an All-Spain final, semifinal. Just knew it, because that's how FM likes to work. So we're facing off against Real Madrid, one of our heated enemies over the last few seasons. And not only that, but we're going to have to face off against them in the league before we even face off against them in this Champions League. Just taking a look at the schedule, look at that. Real Madrid in the league, and then Madrid. Gee, can you tell I'm just a little bit pissed at that draw? It seems that Real Madrid are our mortal enemies right now. But, as I did say at the top of the video, you can't call yourself the best in the world until you beat the best in the world. So I relish this challenge, and it's going to be a damn fine competition, a damn fine double-legged affair, and I hope you guys be there to watch it. So, as far as this episode goes, thank you very much for watching this episode, and if you liked it, please go and drop it a like, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. And if you want to leave a comment below on the episode or the series in general, please do so, as I appreciate every single comment that you guys put down. But anyway, guys, I've been Gendo, you've been awesome, and I'll see you next time. Take care, and peace out.